How's everyone doing? Today I'll be doing an unboxing review for Annabelle. And this comes out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment on January 20th. And this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. And right off the bat, this is one that I've heard a lot of people just trash talk and put down, saying it was the worst horror movie they've ever seen, the worst movie of 2014, and so on. And to those people, I have to say, you haven't seen a lot of movies, I don't think, because this is far from the worst horror movie out there or the worst movie of 2014, in my opinion. I thought this was a decent horror movie, nothing spectacular, but nothing horrendous either. I had some great cinematography. There were, it was more reliant on jump scares, which I'm not a huge fan of, but there were a couple creepy scenes in it, and it was decently set up and acted. There was a lot of references to Rosemary's Baby. Even the lead actress, her name was Mia Farrow, and it definitely had that similar feel to the apartment complex as well, and the setting and the timeline and things like that. But besides that, there's really nothing else comparison-wise. Rosemary's Baby is a classic, and The Conjuring, I think, is a modern classic. This was supposed to be a prequel to it. I would have liked a little bit more depth and connection to it as well. Besides, obviously the Annabelle doll is pivotal, but I wanted a little bit more from it as far as that connection. And there's really nothing new conceptually for The Conjuring, except it did everything right. With all those things you've seen before, it was just a perfect mixture. And Annabelle did a lot of things right as well, but unfortunately it's not getting quite enough credit, and it's not a perfect movie by any means. I wanted so much more from it. It had a lot of potential, and right off the bat I was actually kind of surprised that the director, granted he was working with James Wan, and he was the DP on The Conjuring, Insidious, and Dead Silence, which I love Dead Silence. I think that was a very underrated movie. But director John R. Leonetti, he'd only directed 2 other feature-length films before, and that was Butterfly Effect 2 and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And those movies were horrendous, in my opinion, way worse than Annabelle. And so surprising to see that, he went from those directorial movies to this, or getting the chance to direct this after The Conjuring that had so much buzz, and rightfully so. But I was kind of surprised by that. But, it was obviously because of his working relationship with James Wan and the movies that he was cinematographer on. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you The Conjuring Blu-ray right here. Here is the slipcover. It doesn't have a lenticular slipcover like The Conjuring did, which is kind of a shame. I think they could have done something cool with that. But there you go. You see the Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD right there at the banner. Then you see creepy Annabelle. And Annabelle is definitely creepy. And first of all, wow, I would feel bad for that child growing up in that room with all those creepy dolls adorned on the walls. That's like a nightmare. Holy moly. And of course, right there before The Conjuring, there was Annabelle. Dun dun dun. So there's the slipcover, there's the spine, and then here's the back right here. It gets inside your head and stays there. Dun dun dun. And it just goes over a synopsis of the film, shows some shots from the film, and the special features are The Curse of Annabelle, Bloody Tears of Possession, Dolls of the Demon, A Demonic Process, and Deleted Scenes. And Dolls of the Demon was pretty entertaining. They showed them with the one scene with the dolls, and how they made them bloody and even more disturbing looking. And they were kind of really getting into it, and I thought that was kind of entertaining how much process went into just that particular scene in general. And The Curse of Annabelle, I thought that was actually pretty interesting. They talked about how some crazy things happened during the filming. Like that actor right there, a light fixture fell on his head, and then somebody else, they saw the sign of the A that was used in the film. He saw it on his ceiling. There's like a light reflection, and he actually took a picture of it. I thought that was actually really interesting too. And then the lead actor right there, something kept falling off. It was like a medicine cabinet that kept falling off the wall. So a lot of creepy things going on there. And there's the back slipcover. And I will go ahead and take the slipcover off so you can see it's just the same. Right there, the Blu-ray artwork is the same as the slipcover. And the spine is the same, the back is the same. But let's go ahead and open this up, and I will show you the interior. First up is the digital copy code right there, which I will put off to the side. And here it is, the Blu-ray and DVD disc, where it's just the black art right there, and then the title, which is what Warner Brothers does for most of their new releases. So pretty simple. And put this back in here. So there you go. There is what the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack looks like for Annabelle. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this back in here. And I do think the doll is definitely effectively creepy, and I like the style of the movie. There were some shots in there, especially the one scene where you hear the noise and you see the demon, and then they're seen in the basement as well with the elevator. I thought both those scenes were pretty creepy and definitely the best scenes in the movie. And I felt like they could have done so much more with the movie, and I thought the ending was really predictable. I was like, come on, really? You know that was going to happen. Again, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, like people have been saying over and over, but it's not terrible either. Overall, I'd give Annabelle a 6.5 out of 10 stars. If you've seen Annabelle, definitely let me know what you think of it as well. I mean, do you think it was the worst horror movie you've ever seen? If so, I've got a whole list of movies you can check out and put this into comparison right there in perspective. But overall, I do like Annabelle. Again, I think it's just slightly above average. It had the potential to be way more, but they didn't fully utilize things. They relied more on jump scares. And again, there's so much they could have done with this movie. But I like the setting a lot. I think the actors did well with what they had to work with. And again, the Annabelle doll is creepy and effective, and you know, it's just basically trying to set up the whole storyline for The Conjuring and how the doll got possessed, and you know, the whole wraparound story with that, and the satanic cult and the demon, and you know, it's basically the story of this newlywed couple and you know, their crazy life, holy moly, and what they had to go through. And you know, they're expecting their child, crazy things start happening, they get attacked by a satanic cult, and they find out that one of the dolls that was given to them as a gift ends up being possessed by a demon, and lots of crazy things start happening. The lead actress, the mother, thinks she's going crazy, but she finds out she's not. And it had the feel of Rosemary's Baby, the look of it, but I wanted way more kind of comparison with that, and that's really all there is to it. And overall, like I said, 6.5 for me. Let me know what you guys think about it. So there you go. There was my Blu-ray unboxing review for Annabelle. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.